Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. So I've got a couple of new Madam Glam gel polishes. They are not new on their website, but new to my collection. So I was so excited to give them a go and see what I can create. So I've got 3 shades here today. We've got a fairly dark blue there. We've got a shade called No Angel, which is going to work as our kind of nudie background. It's definitely a bit more peachy undertones than my kind of favorite nude that I would usually go for. And here we've got Sunset in Hawaii, which is a very nice vibrant orange. I think this one would look and work so amazingly when kind of creating sunset looking backgrounds, like an ombre. I think I actually been working on one, so you guys will see that one at some point in May actually, like a little palm tree. I think I mentioned it in my actually recent video before this one actually, where I actually used that one to create a beautiful ombre for the palm tree nail, which looks amazing. I cannot wait for you guys to see it. It's beautiful, literally amazing. So yeah, it's amazing. I've actually tried to pick up colours that I wouldn't usually go for. So I wouldn't usually pick up an orange. I also wouldn't usually go for such a dark blue. And also, this nudie colour wouldn't usually be my cup of tea. But I am trying to venture out into other colours. And yeah, just kind of, you know, you never know when you might need a dark orange and all that good stuff. So we've applied the nudie shade on 3 nails. Although it doesn't actually that nudie, but I'll call it nudie. I am now applying a Blooming base, and we're going to kind of scoop up the 3 different shades, I think, there, and just scoop it up and place onto the nails. So the Blooming gel is going to just help it bloom, just as the name suggests. And I'm using my Madam Glam ombre brush to pick it all up from my little, I feel like every video I just change what I use. I've actually not been able to find my little, I think it was like a, what are those called? There's little plates that you can place gel polish on to do different nail art and stuff. I cannot find it, so I've just been kind of picking up anything that would work. So this is my little container for transfer foils. It's actually been working quite nicely, you know. It's big and it holds a lot of gel polish on top, so it's actually been working quite well. But it's quite funny that you can just see the transfer foils underneath. So whilst that nail is blooming in the background, we've got one more nail and we're going to do an ombre. So I'm using that orange and that blue, which was probably my worst decision because it took so long to ombre it. Those 2 shades of like super vibrant and very different, so it took quite some time back and forth to get it right. So I have kind of sped up the video a little bit on here because it took me forever. But luckily later on we are actually going to sugar this nail, so to be honest you don't have to be too perfect with it if you don't want to. It's not actually that noticeable later when we sugar it, and yeah, we're just going to basically hide the imperfection. If this nail was a perfect ombre I probably would have left it, but it wasn't, so we have to just work with what we got and we have to fix it somehow. So I feel like the quickest fix to any mistake is just glitter. Whack on some glitter and everything just becomes so much better and it's not as noticeable. So that's what we are going to do in a moment. So once I'm done with this one, they'll go into the lamp and we'll do another layer on this one and the other 3 nails. Of course you can't do another layer of that marble nail because that's now done and you can't repeat that. So there we go, we've got a wet layer on that ombre and I'm just going to sprinkle on the glitter there. So the reason I like to do on the wet layer, because I quite enjoy that the coloured gel polish is soaking in that glitter, and it's almost like the glitter slightly changes colour to match up with the kind of gel polish. Ideally, if you are doing it for a client, the best way would actually be to just go ahead and do on a top coat. It's just going to be better in case any gel doesn't cure underneath. You've got a top coat, or I mean, I think it will cure. It's just that if any point the glitter starts kind of flaking off, you will have a tacky layer, which is, you don't want that, like a sticky layer that the gel polish leaves. But of course with a top coat it won't leave that. So on this marble nail, which looks a bit, don't know if I like it, it's giving me a bit of a dirty vibe. It doesn't look as sleek looking as I would have liked it to, but we're going to place a base coat and we're just putting on a couple of lines of that glitter there. If in case you are wondering and want to go shopping with Madam Glam, I do have a discount code that will save you 30%, so I will leave that in the description for you. I feel like I don't see it enough, and I use them often but I just don't say it, so I will try and mention it every couple of videos because I don't know if I really want to be blasting about a discount code every single video. Especially if you're a regular and you constantly watch me, I'm sure you'll be sick and tired of hearing that. So every so often I'll try and remember to let you guys know, but I'm sure whenever people are looking for products, the description is always the best place to go for discount codes and product like links and stuff. So always check those out. Sometimes I might not mention it in the video, but it's always in the description. So make sure you check it out, especially in case you are going to order and you want to save yourself some money. So it's always a win-win down there. So here we've got the nails cured. I'm going to use the blue and we're going to do a couple of shapes. So this first nail's almost got like a half of a square at the top, and we're doing kind of like a little diamond at the bottom part of the nail. And we're going to kind of switch it around on the other nail. So the other nail will have a diamond at the top and then almost like half of a square at the bottom, sticking out half of the nail. And once we're happy, we'll pop those into the lamp and we will do a second coat of camera. And we're going to do something very similar with the orange next to it. I don't really know how I'm going to name this video. Maybe a bit like abstracty. It was more of like a play time for me to play about those colors and see what I can create. I wasn't trying to be, there wasn't really a whole theme with today's video or anything specific that I was going for. It was just kind of play about the colors, see how they work together, if we can even create anything together. For some reason, when these came and I saw the blue and the orange, I really thought that they would work so well together. So that's why they're here today. We're doing today's design. I also have very beautiful crystals. So in case you're not too keen on today's design, make sure you stay till the end, because those beautiful crystals, oh my gosh, you need to see them. They're literally beautiful. We've got this fiery orange shade and this beautiful blue, so sparkly. I got them from AliExpress. They're amazing. So make sure you stick around. We'll get to that bit in a moment. So now that we've got 2 layers of that blue, you can tell there's 2 because it's super vibrant and like very opaque. It's time for the orange. So for this first nail, we're going to do a very similar kind of like a part of a square sticking out of the nail at the top. And here I'm just doing a random like long rectangle thing going on, and here we're going to do 2 lines, connect them together and just thicken them up, and that is it. And we're just going to have to color it in. At this point, literally just do any shapes you want. You don't have to do diamonds, you could do circles. I think we do end up doing like a half circle on the other nail. It's just play about, be fun, do as many shapes as you want or as little as you want. You can always add some dots as well, or some squiggly lines as well on top of those little boxes that you do to make it a bit more abstracty looking. So I feel like this kind of nail design is really fun and playful, and you can do all sorts of different things on them. So we're on to the second one as well. Same thing, I kind of, once I found a shape that I enjoyed, I kind of just switched it up on the other nail. So for example, those 2 thick lines were at the bottom on the other nail, but I'm doing it at the top on this one. So just color them in, whack a couple of different shapes and sizes, whatever you're going for. Of course, the smaller your nail bed, the less of shapes you can do, unless you make them really tiny. So do bear that in mind. So of course, I've got a huge canvas today to play about with, but that isn't always the case. I have been working on doing builder gel nails. I'll be featuring my red iguana hand way more often soon, so you guys will see a bit more realistic, for example, nail art designs, because although these are realistic too, sometimes hard to imagine what they would look like on much shorter nails. So I will be trying to do a different kind of mixture of designs, so still designs but more realistic shapes and well, shapes and lengths as well for the red iguana hand. So hopefully that will also help you guys kind of see different designs. And I feel like there's just some designs that you would just never do on these tips because it's just too boring or too repetitive. I feel like the tips, these long stiletto tips, kind of give me a big surface to get creative with, but when you're doing it on a real client, it's not always about, having a massive canvas and doing something crazy. Sometimes it'll be nice to do videos a bit more realistic nail designs that someone might actually leave the salon with. So stick around if that's what you're missing out on or missing from me. It's coming, trust me. I've done a couple of press on nail videos. You might have actually seen one already. I have a couple more coming, and I have a couple of builder gel videos ready as well. They just need to be filmed, so hopefully that will come up soon. Definitely in May time you'll see a couple of those coming up. So we'll be just doing a bit of a mixture, and also hopefully moving soon as well. So there will be quite a lot of vlogging happening, a bit more obviously in my face, which will be quite fun and exciting and scary, I guess. I'm kind of going to be setting up a new nail studio in my new house, so I can take you on the journey of just building it all up and making it look cute and everything. So I'm quite excited. A lot of new content coming up, so super fun. I'm so excited for it, literally so excited. So quickly going back to the video, we're doing these hand painted little leaves. I don't know if they've got a name, but if they do, let me know. But they're really cute, really easy to do. I'm using my Glitter Bells Unbelievable Gel in the shade White to do those. So I'm doing 2 on each of those nails, but that's already chilling in the background. I only showed you guys me doing 1. They are quite difficult to do, quite long. So I only showed me doing the 1. But look at these crystals. Oh my goodness, guys, in person, amazing. I literally cannot catch a breath looking at those. They're beautiful, 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 beautiful. I wish I did a better crystal placement, but I couldn't think of any with those. But they're so pretty. I just feel like I wish I used more of them and show them off a bit more. But look how fiery that orange is. Oh my goodness. They are from AliExpress, guys. Can you believe that? They're not anything real. They're literally AliExpress quality crystals. But look how amazing they are. I just can't. They were so affordable as well. Super affordable. I think I paid £2 for a mix of different sizes, I think. Amazing. It's been a little while since I got them. If I can find the link, I will make sure to leave in the description. Go have a look. They have a bunch of different colours. So I did pick up like greens and pinks and blues. As you can see there, of course, I've got the blue. But they also have different coloured blues. They'll have like pastel-y looking or like ocean looking ones, and obviously this is like a deep royal blue kind of shade, so they've got a massive variety. I feel like one of the shades that I'm really missing is like a purple crystal. I feel like I don't really see a lot of people use purple crystals, nor have I really seen any even online when I look for crystals, so I probably want to be on the hunt for some purple ones and see how beautiful we can get those. So I'm going to place some caviar beads. So around that big orange crystal that we've got at the top, I'm going to actually go all around it with my caviar beads. And I'm also going to work with the caviar beads and place them in between the other crystals. Just in between, we're not going to completely go around them. I just felt like, of course, the crystal placement wasn't good enough for me, so I had to do something extra, of course. Something that's going to take a lot of time. So I'm just going around them with the caviar beads. I've been obsessed with caviar beads, honestly. I've done a set recently with some gold caviar beads, which I have never done before, so keep an eye out for that. We used some Glitter Bells Unbelievable Gels to create the whole set, and they came out beautifully. So do stick around and have a look for those. They're going to look so cool, honestly, so cool. They're definitely giving like spring, summery vibes, but I'm going to have to upload them early. I'm such a summer freak, I think. I just love summer. The sun is just making me feel so much better already. Yeah, just love it. So I'm just still faffing about with those caviar beads. Almost done there. Place them in between. I'm using my Macart Rhinestone Glue Gel, in case you're wondering. At the bottom of that blue crystal, I'm going to place 3 little caviar beads there together. And we are going to do the exact same thing at the bottom crystals as well. So we're going to place the 2 next to each other. And then 3 at the top and 3 at the bottom. So rather than just doing the 1, I did 3. And it was probably because the crystal placement was quite, simple. And I just needed something extra. So 3 caviar beads it is. So you want to pop those into the lab once you're done, and that whole set will be done. There we go. Here it is. Look how beautiful that crystal is. Oh my goodness, that orangey fiery one. Oh, beautiful. I love it. Love, love, love. So I hope you guys loved this set too. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I would love to see you all in my next video. Bye guys.